Hey YouTube, Sandy Frank here. Today, trying out a new type of video. I definitely want to be more interactive with you guys, so this is going to be a new video I put out on Fridays called Friday Follow Up. We'll follow up on comments that were made on the latest Hobby Talk episode. This last episode got quite a few interesting comments, so I thought this would be a great um, I'll try it. I think it'll be great. Um, a great way to interact with you guys a little bit, and we'll see how it works. So let's get the episode started with Mr. Computer.
Friday follow-up comments from Hobby Talk Tuesday episode 17 Current state of the hobby and finding sealed products. Gabriels Collections writes, hope you will find some cheap boxes to open. Love these types of videos. Slightly smiling face.
Thank you, Gabriel. That's a great comment. I appreciate it. Thank you for making comments on the videos. I also hope that I find some cheap boxes soon, especially Star Wars. Those are my favorite cheap boxes to open. And I think I mentioned I did pick up some cheap boxes way back whenever you could find them. And I'm going to save those for future cheap box opening series. Um, just because I don't know if I'll be able to find more. But I think once everything kind of calms down in the world of card collecting, I will be able to find some of those cheaper Star Wars boxes again and try some different ones that I haven't tried for a while. They're definitely going to be hobby boxes though for the cheap box opening series. Now, as far as sports cards, um, I can still get hold of certain things that I consider cheaper, like Heritage Miners. I've been opening some of those. They're very fun. You get some pretty cool hits out of those, and for whatever reason, the Heritage Miner stuff has not gone up in value or not gone up in price like so much other stuff has. Plus, I'm gonna I'm still gonna buy a bunch of Allen Ginter stuff this year when it comes out. Um, I mean, I probably won't be able to buy as much as normal, but I will definitely open some of that on the channel. Some of the lower end products. Definitely not going to be able to open up Prism, Panini, Prism stuff or um, Panini Select stuff, which, um, yeah, it's just too expensive. But I will definitely keep finding cheap stuff to open. And if I'm at Walmart and they happen to have a blaster box of something I think will be cool, I'll pick that up, of course. Thank you for the comment, Gabriel. That's great.
RTM Landscaping and Junk Removal writes, S got real crazy. I like the talk and info Vit's brother. Sign of the horns.
Thank you, RTM Landscaping. Um, Shout out. See, like everybody that leaves comments, they get a shout out on the Friday follow up video. Yeah, things have gotten real crazy ever since COVID with the card world. It's been unbelievable to witness, and we're starting to see some of the negative fallouts of all of it, with not being able to find product at stores and Target not even selling stuff altogether for who knows how long that'll go on. And I'm glad you're enjoying the Hobby Talk videos, and hopefully you enjoy Friday follow up videos also. And we'll try to do more interactive stuff like this since there isn't as much stuff to open, and it gets boring, honestly, guys, to watch pack opening videos all the time. I get that. That's probably why my channel's kind of stalled out on the subs a little bit I'd say this last year, because I really enjoy watching other hobby top type information videos out there on YouTube, and this has been real fun. So thank you for the comment and the support.
Zeds writes, there's no way any kid or teenager could afford a box, and a lot of adults can't justify the extra money for cards right now. I've been hunting eBay singles and trading through the mail for the better part of 2 years now. I'm still happy collecting, but it has certainly slowed down and taken a different form. Don't even remember the last product I ripped.
Yeah, Zeds, I definitely hear you, man. Like if I was like I would not be a card collector if I was a kid. I mean, there's just no way. You can't find it at the store. Like if you're with your parents going to Target or Walmart. I mean, that's my kids when they were little and wanting to collect cards. There was always cards at the store, and that's the only reason they would have even known about them. We didn't go to hobby shops back then, so I feel for young people today because you just can't find the stuff, and especially if you're. I happen to be in a town that has gaming stores and hobby shops. Like if you don't have those, man, I mean, you're just not never gonna see it at a store. I mean, you can buy stuff online, I guess, but usually a young person buys stuff at the store that they don't necessarily buy all their stuff online. And yeah, there's definitely not just kids, lots of adults. Um, there's just not extra money to buy cards, especially when card prices have super escalated. So yeah, it's fun to rip packs and get your mind off of maybe some world problems that are going on, but you can't justify spending into your budget and causing yourself financial troubles just to rip cards. So I hear that, man. But you do have a great idea there, though, and that's awesome. That it says that for 2 years now that you've been hunting eBay singles and trading through the mail. I mean, that's a great way to keep doing the hobby without having to rip open new stuff. I've definitely been in this past year for sure been picking up singles, trying to send stuff, pick up nice stuff to get graded. At least for me, I haven't been trading stuff really, um, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. It's harder to find stuff right now, but actually, I think this could be an opportunity for people with PSA shut down. There may have been people that were building up cards to send to PSA, and with PSA shutting down, maybe they got frustrated and were like, just forget it. I'll just sell the stuff. So there might be some cards becoming available since PSA is shut down of collectors that are moving on because they maybe not collectors, maybe more flippers, I guess. Excuse me, that are moving on because they can't send cards to PSA right now. But yeah, we definitely you definitely have to take on a different form of collecting when it slows down. You can't just rely on opening new stuff. You got to find new ways to enjoy the hobby. Like I've been digging through bargain bins. That's been a blast. Been finding some really cool hidden gems that I'm putting away, and then once PSA does start accepting returns or submissions, those are going to be fun to try to figure out what to send to them. So I'm definitely enjoying different aspects of the hobby this past year or two.
McCain's Sports Cards writes, email me, I can probably get you some stuff this week. I usually hit stock every week.
Thanks for the comment, McCain Sports Cards. Actually, I probably am not looking for anything that's out right now. I mean, if you find a Prism basketball blaster or something at a really sweet deal, I might be interested. But um, yeah, I'm probably not gonna buy anything right at the moment. But I definitely will be looking for Chilling Rain Pokemon set once that comes out. I'm not sure when it comes out, but I need to add because I need to find some sleeved a set of the pack arts of sleeved booster packs. So if I can't find any of those, I might hit you up see if you're finding any of those. But that's awesome that you are able to hit something every week. Around these parts, it's very difficult because you have people camping out at stores waiting for I mean, they can't do it at Target now, but they can do it at Walmart, just camping out, waiting for that product to hit the shelf. So if you're in an area that you're able to hit stuff every week, that's pretty awesome. And at least that keeps some of the excitement of the hobby when you're finding stuff.
Hoda Doc HVR writes. Basically, going to be a case of hot potato. Last one caught holding the product when it crashes, loses big time. In the meantime, greed and speculators and flippers have overrun the hobby and limited collectors' opportunities to get product at what most people consider a reasonable price. Don't know about you guys, but I've decided to mostly sit this one out. Good luck.
All right, who dat dog at you? Thank you for the comment. That's a good comment. Um, I think you're definitely right when it comes to 2021 stuff. Um, that 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 has a bigger chance of crashing than some of the older stuff because they are definitely printing a ton of it, and it's being shown in like there's some people that analyze like eBay sales and stuff. There's been tons of this like new select football that's been bought and sold lately, so they're definitely seeing those numbers of that. Like they printed a ton of it, which they know their stuff's in demand, so they're gonna keep printing it till they can't print anymore. And they won't, however, be printing older stuff. So I think the older stuff is probably pretty decently solid as far as crashing. But I do think maybe 2018 and 2019 Prism stuff, the pop reports on that is very high. That stuff could, I don't know about crash, but definitely could have a market correction. And there's actually um, opportunities there if you time that market correction right. You might be able to find some cool cards at a decent price. But there's definitely going to be some people um, holding too much product, and then if the prices really drop on stuff, yeah, they're going to be caught holding the bag, and especially if they bought in late, like that is a concern of like Pokemon collecting, I think, because Pokemon collecting was always a very cheap hobby until recently, and now it's gotten to be very expensive, and that could get really scary if you're putting a lot of money into um, really like this more recent stuff, and then with all the stuff coming back from PSA, the price dropping on that. If you got in late, yeah, you could lose some money, and that's why it's dangerous to invest. I mainly collect for fun, so but like this card, this Luca Astro, I did actually pick that up because Luca cards are real cheap right now, and I mean it's just a PSA 9. I think PSA 9s are cheap, so yeah, I bought that with the intent that um, if Luca has a really good postseason to maybe flip it. So I rarely buy stuff to flip, but I did buy that one to do that. All right, great comments. But and it's probably not a bad idea to not buy 2021 stuff, especially the really expensive stuff, because they're printing a ton of it, and the prices you watch in a year or two, you'll be able to get some of that stuff cheaper than right now.
Michael Murray writes. You provide zero evidence that the distributors went from making $20 a box, 10% of $200, to charging $1,500 a box to make $1,320 a box. You are parroting what some hobby shop owner told you.
Thanks for the comment, Michael. I You're right. I don't have evidence. I just am going off of very trusted sources that, um, and not just one. I've talked to two hobby shop owners. Well, actually, when one guy's a hobby shop owner and also a breaker, and I've asked, why are the why, for instance, in 2018, could you on release day go buy a box of um, Panini Prism basketball hobby box for 200, and now this year it's over 1,000. So on release day, and they said they that it is because of the distributors are charging that much. They didn't say it was the manufacturers, and I know it's not them. Um, they would not stay in business or have a good reputation if they jacked up the prices of product um, just to make a quick buck. They want the people I deal with. They love building good customer relationships, and they have a certain percentage that they have to make on a product, and on release day, that's when you buy it. That's it's always been that way with reputable sellers and hobby shops and even breakers, that on release day that's the cheapest that you can get it, and then if it's a hot product it'll go up after that. But the distributors started seeing how, especially like Panini Prism basketball, select basketball, all these select the higher end Panini stuff, um, like a year after it gets released, they're able to the hobby shops are able to sell it for, you know, or on secondary market sellers, maybe not necessarily hobby shops, but the secondary market was getting thousands of dollars per box. So the distributors wanted a bigger piece of the pie. And you can say, oh, you don't have any evidence to show that. Well, my evidence is my sources, and whereas I don't have proof like that type of evidence, I have trusted sources that tell me that the reason the prices are expensive when stuff first comes out right now is because the distributors are marking it up. And I mean, that's what it is. If you don't want to believe me, that's fine. But thank you for the comment. You're totally welcome to put a comment like that. And I am not parroting. I did do some research and talk to numerous people for that to make that statement.
Space.
Huh?
One, Bluegrass Collectors right, yet, it's the distributors and the company's fault.
Yeah, like I was saying, the hobby shops I'm gonna say I know there's some hobby shops that will really mark up stuff on release, but reputable breaker or hobby shop, when the product is released, new product, they have a certain percentage that they will make on the product. They have to make their money. I get that, and who knows what that percentage is? It could be. I think I just threw out. I told you it wasn't a written in stone number. I'm guessing 10 to 20%. It could be 30 or 40%. I don't know, but the hobby shop has to make their money. And in the past, the distributors made their percentage of money, which was, not a huge markup. But that's something changed in the past couple years, because now the distributors are taking a huge chunk of that pie, and it's not good, because I think it's definitely cutting people out of the hobby that are important to the hobby. Anyway, yes, and the company's fault. Yeah, if the company is charging a lot more for hobby stuff, then that's not good either. But I don't think they are.
Conrad Allen writes, you have no proof to back up your accusation, Michael. Don't be rude to Sandy Frank, at least he bothers to provide entertainment for us, unlike you.
Thank you for thank you for the comment, Conrad. Yes, you are right. Don't be rude to Sandy Frank. But don't be rude to anyone when you make comments. Um, I know this is a hot button topic, and people get fired up, and there's different sides to the story, and I don't have all the answers. No one does. But yeah, everybody be cool. Um, just don't be rude. And I don't think Michael was being rude. He was just pointing out that I have no evidence to this, which is true. I just have sources. So um, I have no problem with what Michael wrote, and I have no problem with what Conrad wrote. But thank you for having my back, Conrad. And yes, don't be rude to Sandy Frank, and don't be rude to other commenters. All right, so that is this week's episode of Friday Follow Up, following up comments from the last episode of Hobby Talk. Hobby Talk episodes will come out on Tuesday, and we'll do Friday Follow Up on the comments on Fridays. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. It's a really fun to do these interactive videos, and this is the most interactive type of video that is on YouTube. You know, that I can do anyway. At this point, someday maybe I'll do some streaming, and then it'll be more interactive. But these episodes will never happen if people don't make comments. So thank you for making comments on the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, stay tuned for more videos later.